Welcome back, everyone. You may be having an issue with your PlayStation 4 controller where for some reason the D-pad is just not working. So whatever you try to do, maybe the D-pad is just unfunctional or whatever the case is. Now the first thing I would recommend doing is looking at your controller and seeing how old this controller is for the most part. Did you recently throw this controller, bash it around? Do all the other buttons work? If all the other buttons are functional except these ones, you may just have to understand a few things. One, if it's broken, if it's completely broken, if you've historically had issues with it, it may have been just the time that this controller buttons are just not functional anymore. But the easiest way to troubleshoot this is to take a micro USB wire that you have here, plug it into the back of your PlayStation 4 controller, and plug in the other side to the front or the back of your PlayStation 4. If you're using this controller on another system, maybe a PC or an emulator of some sort, you want to go ahead and repair this controller to your specific device. Just plugging it in makes it the easiest way without having to hold down buttons and other stuff like that. Once it's plugged in, you want to go ahead and try it again. Did the buttons fully functionally work? If they do, then that probably was just the issue. You just had to repair them. Another thing, you may just want to make sure that this controller isn't dead. That's another thing that happens sometimes. On top of that, when you have the D-pad and everything right here, if you're using this controller with an emulator, you may have to map these buttons properly with that specific game or that specific, device that you're working with. Another thing, you may be in a part of a game where the D-pad just isn't working. So make your way to the PlayStation Home. You want to then use the D-pad, and you may want to see if they're working then. If they're still not working, you may want to go ahead and just kind of press down firmly onto each button and see if anything comes out. You may also want to flip it upside down and try the exact same thing and see if anything comes out. Sometimes there can be a lot of dust and debris that kind of gets stuck in this controller portion as well. Same thing with joysticks and buttons as well. If that still doesn't work, you may want to go ahead and repair your controller to your specific device. I would probably tell you to plug it in and go that way. If that still doesn't work, you may want to go ahead and purchase another controller or send your controller to the manufacturer who made it. If it's like Sony, you may want to send it to them and see if they can fix it for the most part. So that kind of covers it up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.